my friends, how are you now? Let's go into this, get into this comment section. Good evening, Newfoundlanders and those who wish to be. How is everybody doing this evening? You guys are looking pretty good here this evening. Let's start off tonight's show. Hello, Paul Bob. I knew you were ready. The problem is I can't get it over top of the head there. There we go. There we go. Let's get into this show, shall we? Let's get into tonight's show, everybody. Oops, I got to play the next ID. There we go.
Adult Alternative, 98.5 CKWR.
All right, here it is. Hello, everybody. Hello, Jeremy Jones. How are you? Those that are on TikTok, welcome. It is an edition of Jigs and Reels Radio KW, where we play the best in Newfoundland music, only Newfoundland music, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on the other station. Tonight, it is 90 minutes live to air broadcast on www.ckwr.com. Tonight, we got Santa beard going on. It is December. It is Christmas time. 3 weeks. 3 weeks today until Christmas, everybody. Boys, are we going to have some fun tonight? A lot of Christmas music on the go. Some hot wearing the hat, though. Jesus. Kevin Hoddenot. Buddy, where is my music? I'm still waiting on it. Kevin Hoddenot. All right? He's on Facebook right now, and he's following. Kevin Hoddenot, ladies and gentlemen, go follow that guy. The music he's coming out with, holy shit. I cannot wait to play on this show. Kevin, you got a sound, buddy. You've got a hell of a sound, and I cannot wait to get your music to play here. Dougie Fry's playing darts tonight. See, exactly. I'm playing. How did I get to you? I'll send it to you on Messenger here very shortly, my friend. Con O'Brien from the Irish Descendants is going to be on the show tonight. I am so happy about that. What else we got going on tonight? Jesus, what else? Let's see. What else we got going on? Oh yeah, more Christmas music. So again, hello, Laura Lynn. Oh yeah, by the way, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show is sponsored by Red Bull, the shit that gives you rings. Oh, it's going to be a hot night in here tonight, boys. Sociable, everybody. So I went on Amazon and I got myself a couple of new things to hold on the phone. So hopefully it comes through. Hopefully, how do I look? Do I look okay? Is it coming through just fine? All right, let's give her, boys. Let's give her. Jesus, headphones there now. Oh, how do I do this now, though? There we go. That's good enough. Well, good evening, Newfoundlanders and those who wish to be. It is I, Dean Clark, again on a show called Jigs and Reels. It is the all Newfoundland radio show that is heard each and every Monday night from 6 until 7:30. 90 minutes of amazing Newfoundland music, the best that is played this side of the St. Lawrence. The only Newfoundland radio show that's produced and live to air outside of Newfoundland. It is 6:04. It is December the 4th, which you know what that means. That's right. 3 more weeks until Santa Claus comes down that chimney and goes ho, 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 and gives everybody gifts and the love of Christmas. And, of course, Christmas dinner. And if you're like a seat of the power, you're going to make slush. And of course, we also got to get in front of that, though, Tibbs Eve, which is, of course, the 23rd. And we all know about Tibbs Eve. Oh, yes, we do. If you don't know about it, I'll tell you about next week. So, listen, if you're looking for some fun, tune into the behind the scenes on the Facebook Live, TikTok, or on YouTube. I'm wearing something special tonight. Yeah, if you saw the pictures, I had a chance to chat with Santa Claus. I haven't done that in so long. Hunter and I had a chance to go up and chat with the man himself. And he asked me, he goes, would I ever, consider being a mall Santa? And I'm like, well, I don't have the connections to the real guy. And he goes, you know what? We train you to have those connections with the real guy. And I went, really? And he's like, yeah. And I said, damn, I should really think about it because the beard is coming in. Dana's not a big fan of it, but the beard is coming in really, really nicely. And it is a white gray beard. So I'm thinking, and tonight, if you look on the behind the scenes, I've got a hat to go with it. I've got the beard, I got the glasses, I got the hat. I just don't have the belly. Those that are online, shush. Those that know me, shush. It is called a dad bod for a reason. Tonight, as I said, we have Con O'Brien. They are up in Labrador, and probably going to be sitting beside him is none other than Rowan Sherlock. We'll see if we can get Terry and Justin Hickey as well. Maybe they're all in the same hotel room. And my God, we'll have a hell of a time and a good chat. So without further ado, let's kick off tonight's show, shall we? It is a Christmas. It is 3 more weeks till Christmas Day. My friend, my good friend, my brother from another mother, we're talking about Mr. Fitz sent me this song, and we are going to play this one right now for you. Fitz and them, Feel the Love of Christmas on Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. All right. How do I look? Do I look okay? I got too many things caught in that beard. You know what? There were some good wing sauce caught in that beard the other day. Hey, Mr. Dave Fitz, just in time to hear your song. Now, Dave, you released this a hell of a long time ago, did you not, if I'm not mistaken? Let's see here. I want to put that song up in here. I got a lot of new songs tonight. New Christmas tracks. I got one coming up next from my buddy Damien Follett. We all know who Mr. Damien Follett is. A song called Christmas Time in St. John's. That's coming up. So a lot of stuff and a lot of music tonight from the. Oh, I thought this was you and your brother. Oh, this isn't even released. Damn. Hello, Michelle, Ernest, Kaylee, Coley. Those that are on TikTok, hello everybody. You're watching the live behind the scenes here on Jigs and Reels. It is all Newfoundland music. This one here's tonight up until 7:30 Eastern time. Smashed the like buttons last week. I got 13 cents. I was pretty happy. A lot of new followers though. I'll make sure to change this. I thought this was you and Fitz because the way it's underneath. So I got to remember that, Dave. I get so much music, man. I'm so sorry, brother. Thanks, Emily. Oh, and we just finished it. Wow, did you hear that? Did you just hear that? That just came out. Oh, I'm taking on this role a little too much. Damien Follett, I just got a song. I just teed it up, talking about you. Coming up next, your Christmas Time in St. John's. And then I'm pretty excited about talking to Con O'Brien because we all know who Con O'Brien is. We all know 30 years the Irish Descendants have been together. They have gone through so many band member changes, but yet the name still stuck and the music still continued the way it was when they first released their first album back in 1993, I think. No, wait, 91. So we'll have that, and Con, who the older brother of Arthur. I think you know who he is, eh, Dave? You've had a few run-ins with Mr. O'Brien from the Bay Bulls area. It's a good song, Dave. I love this one, buddy. Arthur is the one with the gravely voice, yes, along with Fred. Oh. Hello, Courtney Wicks. Jason Nolan live. It's Christmas time in St. John's. Holy chops, Damien. This is Damien Fuller. Thanks, Courtney. Thanks, Courtney. I'm sweating my ass off with the damn thing on, though. Damien, this isn't you, is it? This is Chris, isn't it? Singing this song? That's what I thought. So where's Damien's voice? You can recognize, yeah, exactly. Oh, it's this one, right? See, all I get is I get the song from Damien, and there's no background. Damien, you got to learn to do that, man. Oh, we recognize this voice. Whew. I know, hey, isn't this great? Have I met Alan Doyle when they first launched their first CD way back when? They played at Center in the Square. Oh, there's Mr. Ryan Gates. How are you, buddy? Don't worry, I got 2 cans tonight, so we're good. I gotta cool down, man. It's hot. Got somebody here on Ashley Caldwell from Kelligrews. Hello, Ashley Caldwell. We all recognize this voice, don't we? You know, it's interesting. I'll say this all the time. You guys that are in Newfoundland, you have no idea when you're away from the island. And I've only ever been to Newfoundland 3 times for Christmas. And man, I'll tell you, it just is. There's nothing like it. We don't have that up here. Don't worry, Denise Sully Critch. I did see the bingo. I did see you quick bingo. Don't worry, I was gonna come back to that. But seriously, us up here in Ontario, and those that are living here in Ontario can attest to this. We envy you guys down home, and it's during the summer we miss it, but Newfoundland and Christmas and everything that surrounds it and watching everything, man, it's, yeah, tell you, brings a tear to your eye for those come from a ways, I'll tell you that. Jigs and Rails 98.5 CKWR. You recognize those voices, don't you? That's right, Alan, Chris, Damien, and Christmas time in St. John's. We were just talking about that, how interesting and how much fun it is to be in Newfoundland during Christmas time, especially when there's 7 feet of snow and you can't walk anywhere. But when you're doing the mummering, it don't matter how many feet of snow there is and how cold you are, because the libations and the drinks of hot chocolate and hot tea, because that's what happens on mummering. No one drinks except hot tea and hot coffee and hot chocolate. If you know anything about mummering, you know there's no hot chocolate, tea, or coffee. None. Nothing. So yeah, those that are home, if you guys are going home for Newfoundland for Christmas, man, I tell you, enjoy it. Take it all in. Dana actually leaves Thursday morning to fly out. Pretty excited. She's spending a couple of days hanging out with my aunt and uncle, and then heading over to Conception Bay area to hang out with the Powers, Asethan, Dougie, and of course, going to try Dougie's famous Jigs dinner there on Sunday. Dougie, I think you should open up a restaurant, boy. It's pretty damn good. Pretty darn tasty. So just before we get to Con O'Brien, the GOAT, the OG, the man, the myth, the legend of the Irish Descendants, I got a song here for you. And I'm thinking Ryan Gates, who is the mastermind behind this, is going to, we're working out something. Let's put it that way. But for now, he's the brainchild behind this, the Trinity Hall Christmas. It's the album. It's many artists coming together, singing fantastic Christmas songs. All proceeds, by the way, are going to Janeway Hospital. How cool is that? Artists like Courtney Wicks, Ray Johnson, Chad Hunt, and this group, Fairgale, on Jigs and Reels. It's Christmas, baby, please come home. On Jigs and Reels, 98.5 CKWR. I like this track. Now, I only listened to the first little bit. All right, we got up here. Listen, the show is very lively. Brenda Power. Hello, Brenda Power. You were the one that I met at Dildo Brewery, right? Along with Damien? I hope so. If not, ooh, damn. It's kind of awkward. Yes, the show is extremely lively, Brenda. It has nothing to do with Red Bull, the drink of champions, and fully endorsed right here on Jigs and Reels. Has nothing to do with that whatsoever. No, I enjoy this. I feed off of this. And Jeremy mentioned a little while back about the lives. How we talked about a long time ago, I wasn't sure if I was going to do these lives. And then all of a sudden the lives came apart and we did this. And this has been ever since. I have been enjoying this immensely. To have you guys on here and to talk. And again, you guys are talking amongst yourselves, which is really, really cool. I got the mastermind. I got Midas here, Dave Fitz, who's Mr. Producer, Recorder. I got Ryan Gates on here as well. I got Denise Sully Critch, a Seat to Power. And then I have people like April Maloney. Like there's so many awesome people that are on here. And I tell you, it's so much fun. All right, let me make this telephone call. And I got to get music queued up.
Hello there, brother.
Well, hello, Mr. O'Brien. How are you now?
Good. How far away are we from going on the air?
You are enough to go for a washroom break. 40 seconds. Is that good?
40 seconds. I'm across the road at a restaurant.
Okay. You know what? Are we talking at the restaurant, or do you want to go do what you need to do? And what are you thinking?
I'll be back to my room in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Sounds fine by me, buddy. I'll give you a holler back.
Okay, brother.
See how easy I am? Talk to you in a bit.
Okay.
Bye. See that? Look at that. See? How cool is that? Let's see here. I'm going to do this one now. Wait. Hang on. I'm going to do this one. Hold on. All right. See, now I got all thrown up. Jesus, Con, I'm going to have to give you shit. All right. We'll do a couple of commercials, and then I got a couple of other songs. I know what I'll do. Dum, 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 dum. I know what I'll do. That's exactly what I'll do. There we go. Cooking with gas now, boys. So this guy is Hayward Vokey. Vokey's been around a long, long time. Ryan, you are a big deal. Where's that Jim? Wait until next week, buddy. You talk about an ugly sweater. You wait until next week. All right. Yeah, this Hayward Volke's been around a long time. He's done hello, Dana Piercy. Wow, Johnny Wettlaufer coming in with the zinger. So, hello, Snooky. Snooky, of course. I got some stuff lined up. I got to get you on next week, Snook. Did you send me stuff yet? I can't remember. Emailed White, right? Oh, boys. Ryan Gates, you are a big deal, buddy. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR, the only Newfoundland music station in Ontario. Play the best of Newfoundland music for 90 minutes. Going right through until 7:30 Eastern time. Those that are on the TikTok, those that are on the Facebook, hello, hello, hello. We got ourselves a great show still to go. Con O'Brien was at a restaurant. That's okay. I'll let him do that. I'll let him. He's a superstar. All right. So I'll let him go eat, I suppose. I think it's probably because of Rowan Sherlock. He needed to eat. So I'm just going to blame it on him. Rowan, hurry up and eat, will you? In that sets, Hayward Volke, Kitchener boy, Cambridge boy, Region of Waterloo boy. Been around a long time. Every so often he releases a song. It's about every 10 years. So maybe another 5 years we'll get another one from him. Hayward, I'm sure you're listening. That was Christmas Stompin'. Before that, Fair Gale, Christmas Baby, Please Come Home. That is off of the Trinity Hall Christmas album. Again, the brainchild, Mr. Ryan Gates. Yeah. Of course, we all know who's, taking part in that, Mr. Greg Wells. But it is Ryan Gates who spearheaded that whole CD. And you've seen it around on Facebook. You've seen it on my page. You've heard the songs on the Jigs and Reels radio KW radio station. So the online station. So yeah, get your copy. Again, all proceeds going to the Janeway. Ryan and I are going to do a little bit of a chat in the new year. Really, really looking forward to that. But there's something in behind the scenes that him and I are going to work on. So like I said, Con O'Brien is going to be going on a live to air here very, 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 very shortly. And before we do, we got one more song, but we must take a break. Hold on.
In blue and yellow cycling shorts, the great selection at ZM
Bicycling.
Rocky Mountain, Scott.
How's the weather, by the way, down home? Tell me what's going on down there.
On the perfect ride. ZM
Not the same Snook.
131 Strange Street near Victoria, Kitchener.
This holiday season, give your community the gift of better care. Your donation to St. Mary's General Hospital.
I bet they are, man. They're doing extremely well. I'm really happy. Well, you can keep the snow. Just keep the snow. Bernard Felix, I recognize the name. All right, and we're back here. Oh, there we go. And we're back here on Jigs and Reels. Oh, see this? Those that are on the behind the scenes know exactly what I'm kind of talking about. Oh, we're having some fun here tonight. It is a Monday night. It is, again, 3 weeks before Christmas. Is everyone ready? Did everyone get their Christmas shopping done? Or has even anybody started? Do you all have your Christmas tree up? Talking about the weather down there in Newfoundland, and they're saying it's snowing. Keep it. Keep it. It is green right here, right now. Keep it. I know Johnny Wettlaufer, a very good friend of mine, who, by the way, him and I will be in Newfoundland for Patty's. St. John's will never be the same. If Paul Bump was down there for St. Patty's last year, and he's going to be down there this year with Johnny and I, look out. Look out. It's one of two things. Either we're going to have bail money, or we're just going to have a lot of fun. So, Paul, make sure and bring a lot of money down with you. So everyone's saying that the tree is up. Good luck on that one. Our tree has been up for a little while. Again, it's around that December 1st time, right, is kind of when those trees go up. Got a Christmas song here for you. Again, that is that Christmas theme because it is December. Jeremy sent me a message about 20 minutes before this show. So, of course, I have to play it. Some Semini, some classic Christmas fancy. on Jigs and Reels, 98.5 CKWR. All right, let's try this again. Actually, I'll give him a couple more minutes. I'll wait till a little bit. Mr. John Courage. Hello, Mr. John Courage from Marystown. I seen you were in Smuggler's Cove. Was I? When was I in Smuggler's Cove? I could have been. Steven, buddy, you're one of the bands I'm going to come and see. And I'll tell you, I'm putting all my drinks on your tab. Well, Liam's tab. I'll put them on Liam's tab because I know he makes the biggest money out of there. Yes, I did, Dave. I do have it. I played a song from it last week, I think. The song about When I Hear Blue Christmas. That is the best one off of that whole album, Dave. I agree, Jamie Taylor. So I'll tell you now, and I'm not 100% sure on what I'm planning on doing. Christmas in 3 weeks, as we know, is on a Monday. One of two options. Either I'm going to record my show and I'm going to ask for a 2-hour time slot to play nothing but Christmas music, or I come in and I do the show live. I'm not 100% sure yet on what we're doing. It is just Dana and I for Christmas night. So we're, we're not 100% sure. Now on Christmas Day on the Jigs and Reels radio station, it's going to be Christmas music all day. So you'll know. I hope you guys can tune in, and while you're making that dinner on the Jigs and Reels radio show, Jigs and Reels Radio KW. Oops. Here we go. That shit.
Hello there.
Hello, Con. We're going on right now. How's that, eh? Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. And look at this. You know what? I tried to get on as quick as possible. So, Mr. Con O'Brien, Mr. Con, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, who's done feeding himself with a feed of Mary Brown's. Is that what you guys went to go get?
No, we went to the barbecue spot.
Oh, you went to the barbecue spot. Now, I got to understand, those that don't know, I'm on the air with Con O'Brien in Labrador. Is that correct? You guys made it up north, did you?
We're in Labrador City.
And did Rowan get his gear? I noticed on the Facebook page that the flight was great, except for missing articles.
Didn't get it yet. Coming in tomorrow morning, apparently.
Oh, if not, he's going to be playing the spoons, is he?
More than likely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Con, it is an honor and a pleasure to have you on the air. We've met many a times. Again, I've played your music from when you first came out, way back in 1990, because the show originally was on from 88 to 2008, and I still have your first CD somewhere at home, still gets played. But again, welcome to the show. It is an honor and a pleasure to have you on. We're going to talk about the history of Irish Descendants, what you guys have been doing, and of course, this brand new Christmas concert that you guys coming up with. What you're doing with a couple of guys from Rum Ragged, is that correct?
Yeah, we've taken a couple of boys from Rum Ragged, and we form as a 6-piece band to do the shows. So it's a bit of fun. And very similar to Celtic Christmas. We did a similar thing with the Navigators. And so we've gone a little different direction now, but it's a wonderful show.
Oh, I can imagine. I've seen some highlights from it, and the feedback has been outstanding. A couple of sold out shows actually as well, which is great. I stand to, I would say most of those shows will be sold out very, very soon once they get the word out. And of course, you know, it is such an awesome, great music that you guys have just released. And it's been a while since you've done a Christmas album.
Yeah, we did our first one in 2001, called The Gift. And we've toured that album pretty well every year since that. We've pretty well every year we've done something Christmas-wise. And, this year we decided that haven't changed the show that much. She needed some new, fresh material. And as soon as the Christmas tour was over last year, we went right back into the studio in January and started in on another one. And
wow.
both done early, and then we finished off. We did the finishing touches off in the late summer.
Wow. Well, we're doing the live interactive behind the scenes. Dave Fitz says, "Icon, safe trip. Have a great tour." You know who Dave Fitz is, right? Yeah. You know. Okay.
I certainly do.
Jeremy James says, "Hi." What's that?
Great musician.
Oh, absolutely. And the behind the scenes producer record. Oh, he is the Midas. If somebody wants to go and record some music for him. So let's take a few steps back on. So the Irish Descendants, you guys formed in Bay Bulls back in 1990. The original members included yourself, Ronnie Power, Darcy Broderick, and Larry Martin. In the late 80s, you and Power played with the Descendants, while Broderick and Martin were members of the band Irish Coffee. Both groups kind of disbanded, whatever. Then, of course, the four of you got together, performed on the Newfoundland pub circuit. But before the Irish Descendants, you and others from Bay Bulls put out a cassette called A Time in Bay Bulls. Compilation, so to speak. And that's where you and Ronnie Power did a couple of songs. I want to play one because I've played this before. Daddy Shot the Cat. I knew you'd get a chuckle out of that one because this one goes back to what, 1988, I think is when the cassette was released, 89 or something like that. Tell us about how you and Ronnie came up with that song.
Well, I've been singing that, hearing that song being sung since I'm a child. And the roots of it is a gentleman who lived next door to where I grew up in Bay Bulls on the Graveyard Road, a man by the name of Tim Hearn. Tim was a Korean War veteran, construction worker, worked in Labrador a lot. In fact, where I am right now, Tim spent a lot of time. But he'd come home and there'd always be a party down at Tim's. And I was good friends with him, with the whole family.
Yeah.
Tim would break this one out every now and then. It was a little bit, not what you call politically correct. But,
back then, was there anything politically correct?
it was not. It's a song that, later on it shows up in Shannigannock. Repertoire, the version of it.
That is. And it was funny because when I'm uploading my songs I came across this cassette and I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. I completely forgot I had this. So here we go. Let's play a song from this cassette, going back to the late 80s from the Time in Bay Bulls, Daddy Shot the Cat. Oh yeah, I remember playing this so many times on the air back at the old station, man. So much fun.
Oh, it's a great song. Can you get drunk, then he did the same, and he sings.
Oh yeah.
We thought it was the most terrible thing ever, We're only young. Tim was singing.
Yeah. Oh man.
He had a way of doing it.
Well, that's it. You know what? It's not a long song. It's a 2-minute, like less than 2 minutes, and it's perfect. It gets the point across. But God, it's like the Rubber Boots song, right? It's that sort of humor.
That's that kind of humor.
Yeah.
Yep. There's always everybody's been in that position somewhere along the way,
Oh, absolutely. Hey, listen, Dave just chimed in. If you need a fiddle player or a fiddle, sorry, Dave knows a fair amount of people in Lab City if you need one. But I like the idea of Rowan playing spoons. That would be kind of funny.
Well, he's listening to you.
Oh, I know he is. I texted him earlier. He said, I'm going to be sitting right beside him. I said, don't worry. I'll have a couple of digs for you there, Ron. Did he challenge you yet to a game of basketball yet, Con?
No.
Oh, he's like an all-star at that game. I don't know.
I never heard any talk of this at all.
Oh, I got stories. All right, here we go. Jigs and Rails 98.5 CKWR. On the phone lines from Lab City is Con O'Brien, the OG, the GOAT, the originator, the one and only Irish Descendants. Now, over the years, Con, the group has had a number of changes to its lineup. Darcy, Martin, Power. You've had Kathy, you've had Gerard, you've had Eamon, you've had Kelly, you've had Paul, you've had Byron, Mike, Glenn, Paul, Graham Wells, Bob Pike, Duncan Cameron, Robert Kelly. And now you have, you also had Dave Panding. Now you have 2/3 of Kitchen Party, Justin and Terry Lynn, and a wannabe NBA star, now a long distance runner, but fiddler of all fiddlers. This guy can blow anybody out of the water. He is one of my favorites, Mr. Rowan Sherlock. And not just because he's sitting beside you. I do mean that. With the band going through so many changes, Con, and still going as strong as you are, what do you claim to be the secret behind it?
Boy, just when we play and perform in front of live audiences, people come out looking for a good time, to be well entertained by good musicians, and all the way through there's been some really spectacular players in the band. Darcy, of course, was the lead fiddler as the original, and what we were known for back then was great arrangements and good harmonies. Big burly boys singing songs. And we've tried to make sure that we've kept that sound alive. And the original band, I guess that when we were together for 10 years.
Yeah.
Darcy left around 1997, so he had about 7 years. And then Ronnie and Larry stayed in for another couple of years, and they decided to move on. And I was lucky enough to be able to continue with the band and take the brand and the fan base and make sure that every time we played that we upheld the original the style of the original band, and we've had some different great variations. I mean, all the guys that you listed off, they're all top notch. Kelly Russell, O'Rourke was top notch. Glenn Hiscock, the Hiscock brothers, of course, really good. I mean, you name it, I've had them all in the band over the years. I think our count at one time was over 50 people that gone through the band in some shape or form. If you're a fiddler in Newfoundland, the chances are you played with the Irish Descendants somewhere along the way. What's really interesting is that they come in and right now we've got, as mentioned, Terry Lynn and Justin.
Yeah,
they're so gung ho about playing. They have a 9-month-old on the road.
Oh yeah.
Miles is out, and we are entertainers. For when you get a 9-month-old on the road, you know that things are serious. And this new album for us, Christmas album, is the work of the four of us that are together on stage all the time now. And I have to say, I'm really pleased with the result.
Yes.
You do have some of the best players. Rowan is an incredible player, and everybody together combines to make a band that sounds extremely good and can pull off what it does in the studio live and on the stage. And it goes right back. I mean, I think we have 16 records or something now. It's it's a lot of material, and people have favorite songs off all those albums.
Sure.
And so reproducing them on stage is a fair bit of work to keep that full repertoire going. And these guys are always up for the task, and no problem whatsoever. So it's a joy.
Well, it also looks good on their resume too. Being a part of the Irish Descendants like everyone else has, and the pedigree that the Irish Descendants have is you've made it in the Newfoundland music scene when you're part of Irish Descendants, guaranteed. So
I appreciate that, Dean. That's good because it is the band's been influential. I was looking at the stage the other night, and I'm getting to be the elder statesman now. I think the average age of the band has gone back into the 30s now, so it's pretty good. But standing there, and I got Rowan over on one, and I got Justin over on the other, Terry Lynn alongside me, all top notch. And then you have young Mark Manning singing like a songbird, and Aaron Collis, hard to find a better accordion player in the world.
Yep.
In the world. So you're there, and I'm saying to myself, my God, these guys weren't even born when I first started playing.
True. And
for the most part, and here they are standing up there, and the band's influence over that music scene over that period of time, certainly song that Dermot O'Reilly wrote. Dermot came to Newfoundland in the 60s, late 60s and early 70s with Brian's Fancy. And, you know, if you want to find out someone who really influenced Con, it's people like Dermot and Fergus and Ralph O'Brien and Bob O'Donovan. And, you know, they were what drove me. So I suspect along the way we've gotten a little bit of that's rubbed off on some of the young people that are, you know, picking up their instruments.
I would think so.
Anyhow, it's like it's completely different. You know, when we first started back in 1990, you know, late 80s, there was you know, one or two, you know, traditional Irish bands.
Yeah.
We had playing, you had Irish Coffee playing, and one more standard type.
Yeah. And back then too, you also had, it was more Newfoundland country. That was more of the mainstream. It wasn't really the Celtic sort of style, the traditional style, because back then you had, you know, Terry Powers and the, you know, the Ellison Wins Coles and all that sort of stuff. So you guys still kept it traditional. So speaking of traditional, let's play a track, Bells Over Bay Bulls. This is an original track. What kind of came about this one? When did you start writing this track?
Well, it's actually not quite original. It's an adaptation.
Oh, sorry. You're right. It was taken, but it's your style to it.
Yeah, well, it's the style part was easy enough because the song is an Irish Rovers song. That's where I heard it, from an Irish Rovers album. And the song, or the original song, is called Bells Over Belfast. And I was listening to this and looking for songs for the album, and I said, my God, I bet you that'd be perfect to you know, convert that into Bay Bulls instead of Belfast. And, you know, a few little lyric changes, and we accomplished that. And as luck should have it, you know, over the years, traveling around this country and across the world, I've been fortunate enough to meet some of my heroes, and some of my heroes include the Irish Rovers. We've done lots of shows with them over the years, so we've got to be friendly with them. And George Miller wrote the song, and I called George up and I said, George, you know, I'd love that you have this song on our next record, but I'd like to change it a little bit to be okay with me, by all means. So that's where it comes from. And really, it's been, the record's only been out for about 2 weeks now with that one. They're spinning that one an awful lot around home. My hometown, Bay Bulls, is getting a little bit of, I guess, recognition, and the people from Bay Bulls are delighted with it. So it's,
I can imagine.
It's in the spirit of the Christmas season, and works perfectly fine, and it's right up our alley.
Oh, absolutely. So let's play it. Bells Over Bay Bulls. Speaking with Con O'Brien of the Irish Descendants on Jigs and Reels, 98.5 CKWR. So far, so good. I told you we'd be just sitting around a table drinking a few. I just don't have the real beer in the studio. Oh, you have margaritas in lab. Okay. Is who's the better bartender out of all you guys?
Rowan's pretty good. I'm the cook.
Oh, okay. And what does Terry Lynn and Justin do then? Just run around with Miles?
There's a little bit of that. We're actually having a ball because we went out a couple of days earlier before we started doing the shows because we needed to rehearse with Ron Rag, and they had been on the road.
Yes.
So I think Mark got 9 hours at home and he came on again.
Oh, wow.
Enough time to check, you know, check all the things off that you need to do your washing, get your laundry done.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly it.
This is a rigorous little run, you know. It's 18 shows in 22 days. Like
oh, man, that's crazy.
That catches up to Labrador, Scotia, all across Newfoundland. So we're covering a lot of ground.
So when are you going to come westward? I know you guys are going to be playing out in Alberta area, I saw. But when are you coming to Ontario?
Well, we're working on it all the time.
All right. Well, you let me know if you need some help, because there's a lot of venues around here I can help you get into and sell out. And, of course, Jigs and Reels would be a huge part of all the tours if you do anything in Ontario. I'd love to be a supporter, of course.
Well, I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to hook you up with my manager.
Perfect. Let's do it.
I don't know if you know him or not, but he's a big
Who?
Big voice. His name is Bruce Morell.
Oh, I recognize the name. Yes.
Bruce was the manager of FM for years.
Oh, no way. Oh, so we got into that. Okay. Yeah, send me Bruce. Let me hook up with them. So those that are on the behind the scenes, Damien Follett says, "Hey, Con buddy, keep up the good work out there. You, sir, are a true legend." So you got a good following, buddy. You got a hell of a following. All right, here we go. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR on the phone lines all the way from Lab City. We're talking with none other than Con O'Brien. Sitting beside him is Rowan Sherlock, who is a part of the group Irish Descendants. It is, I think this is the very first time you and I had actually a talk. Playing your music over the years and listening to the sound and everything that goes along with it. We talked about the numerous band member changes, but as you heard from that song, you could go back to your original Christmas, for your first Christmas album, and both could blend together without missing a beat. How cool does that make you feel? Like, how proud does that make you feel, knowing that the sound of the Irish Descendants continuously is seamless all the way through?
Well, it's interesting when you say that. I'm just thinking about over the years the different changes in the band, and one of the things that you'll notice is they all come in to the group, and even Rowan is not from Newfoundland, so he didn't grow up with it, but he's heard the sound. Yeah. That when guys like that show up to play with me, I very rarely have to do any big amount of rehearsing, because before they get there, they know it all. They've heard it.
Yes.
They've been working with it and playing along to it somewhere along the line. So that's an interesting thing for me, because you have to do some rehearsing, but
sure,
nothing strenuous, and that's been the way through. Gray Wells walks in and plays.
Yep.
Cameron walked in and played. The Stock Brothers from Connemara, they walked in and played. They knew the materials. They grew up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, drove down the road in the backseat of the car in a child seat listening to it. So
yeah,
now they're able to just walk in and play the material. And we did a lot of work. And one of the trademarks is the arrangements of the songs and the instrumentation. We've continued to try to keep that consistent all the way through. So
yeah,
that sound maintains itself, and it's just that they grew up with it. They love playing along to it. And when they get the chance to do it live, it's even it's a great experience for them, and an excellent experience for me too, because I've been singing the rap about a long time. You come in and it's not an easy song. It's not an easy song to sing. No. Or perform, but most of them, I don't know. Ron will tell you, I don't think we ever rehearsed that song. We wouldn't rehearse it. We'd never rehearse. That's all just put a seat in your pants and stand up and hang out.
But that's what makes it fun. You know what I mean? Kind of that improv sort of, let's get up. You have your core songs that you're going to play, of course. But there's other songs that make it fun, and the audience laughs, and the audience reacts to it. The audience claps along, sings along, and you've made it when that audience is so engaged. So over these 30 years, Con, what would be the highlight of your 30-year career with Irish Descendants?
Well, I guess the big highlight is still being here.
Mm-hmm.
The band is 33, going on 34 years of age.
Wow.
16 recordings, and fan base from coast to coast that still comes out to see us play. That's a highlight. But some of the great things, and lucky that I was afforded the opportunity to do. Going way back in the early 90s, we got an international recording deal. That was a big deal for a Newfoundland band to have that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And Warner Music, and did 5 albums, and our good friends in St. John's, and great band, of course, for Great Big Sea. They signed on the same label a couple of years later, and the industry was moving down this way because bands like us were selling records out of the back of our car.
Yes.
That's 26 stop tour across the country. And now we're in, this is like Hollywood for us now.
Yes.
And we get to do that kind of thing. And then, one of the big ones again is perform. I got to perform. I got to sing for the Queen, and I got to meet her.
That would be pretty darn cool.
That was a big deal for me.
I bet.
And our families. We did that in '97 for the I guess the 500th anniversary.
Yeah,
of
when
Newfoundland by
yeah.
Jim Cabot.
Yep.
But I mean, it never stops really. Every day when you get up on stage and you've been, I guess I'm a seasoned entertainer. But I really enjoy that, and I get a thrill that comes with that. And it doesn't matter who's there, where it is, does not matter. Last night we sang in Corner Brook, and we did as we do and have done a song from the first Christmas album called "The Children's Winter," which was written by Dermot O'Reilly, of Ryan's Fancy fame.
Yep.
And that's a song that every Newfoundlander grew up with. I grew up listening to that song as a child. And when we finished the song last night, we always let the audience sing. And we let them go by themselves. We stopped playing and we just sing it. And it was just like a beautiful choir had kicked in.
Wow.
And 450 people sang the song back to us. And, me, I don't have a big lot of hair on my head.
I guess it runs in the family.
Yeah. Whatever little bit I do have stood up on end.
Well,
it's moments like that make it worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People were there. There's nostalgia in that song, and they know it, and they don't know it because of the Irish Descendants. They're just delighted to be able to have an opportunity to sing it. You'll find that an awful lot of bands in Newfoundland will be performing that song at this time of year, but it says a lot about the song, the power of the song.
Yes. Yeah.
It says an awful lot about how the Newfoundland audiences appreciate these kinds of songs, and very few places you go where they're that informed about the music.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to get an audience participation award for a province, the Newfoundlanders singing Irish Newfoundland music. It's hard to beat them, if they know it, they know it instantly.
But it goes with all Newfoundland songs, from Aunt Martha's Sheep to Eyes the By to The Islander to all of them. You can go into a bar, into a pub, and as soon as a song starts playing, foot's tapping, everyone's starting to sing the words. Not as good as the band on stage, I'll tell you that, but we all know the words to almost every Newfoundland song. And I don't know if you can say that about a lot of other provinces with their type of music. And I've said this before, Con. Newfoundland is a melting pot of talent. It is so much talent within Newfoundland and Labrador. It has its own identity. You can't say that about any other province across Canada except Newfoundland, because there's so many mixes throughout each of province, Ontario being one of them. We can't identify with what kind of music we should be having, because it's just a melting pot of everything. But in Newfoundland, you have that identity, and it is such a strong identity. And it always goes to saying that Newfoundlanders are the strength of Canada. Always have been, always will be.
Well, we're down there a long time, and our influences are they're not vast. We've got Irish and English for the most part,
Yep.
and then French and some Scottish on the west coast.
Yep.
But that when they came across, my people, on one side, I became the 1720, the O'Briens.
Wow.
They're on the 13th generation. The family's still sitting down, letting on a little patch of ground we call home in Babels up on the southern shore, where there was a great Irish immigration in the same period of time.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of my family, I'm Welsh, which is Williams. And the Irish are relative newcomers compared to my Welsh family, which arrived in Newfoundland in the 1620s. So, I have that way back. Not even, you don't even consciously think about it, because
No, you don't.
We've been over here isolated for 500 years. So
Yep.
If you're in the Irish part of Newfoundland,
Yep.
Anybody who's Irish will tell you, and they arrive, they think they're home.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So this is the part now, Con. I've loved the speech. I could talk to you for the rest of the show, but I want to ask you some questions that, people may not know about you. Rowan may interject on this one too, and I can ask him these questions too, but this is about you, Con. So here we go. Are you ready?
Sure.
Cod tongues or cod cheeks?
Tongues.
Black horse or Dominion?
Not a big beer drinker, but I'd have to go with Dominion.
All right. Who did mom like the best out of you kids, you or Arthur?
Arthur by far.
Oh, wow. He's not listening, so you're okay. Now, Habs or Leafs?
Habs.
Oh, thank goodness. I was going to hang up if you would have said Leafs, so we're good. We're good. We're still friends. So your next show is in Lab City tonight or tomorrow night, right? Or is it Wednesday?
Yeah, that's right. We have till Tuesday and Wednesday in Lab City. We're doing doubles in both places in Labrador. So we 2 nights here, and then we go and fly down to Goose Bay, and we do 2 nights there.
And then the next couple of shows are going to be happening throughout December. Where can we find that list of shows, Con?
You go to theIrishDescendants.com, and everything that you need to know for the shows are there. You can head onto the website and just check in on the dates, and if you want to buy a ticket, there's a link to all of the box offices. So we're doing 18 shows in 22 days. So
that's crazy. That's what keeps you young, though.
Oh my gosh, I'm only a teenager.
Absolutely, you still are. I tell you, you are. You're only as good. You're only as old as how you feel. So, Con, thank you so much. It was a pleasure and an honor. I'll let you get back to doing what you were doing over there, getting ready and napping. Because what is it? It's 7. It's 8:30 over there. So, I want you guys to rest up and enjoy the rest of the tour. Again, Con, Rowan, I know you're in the background too. You both. Thank you for constantly releasing music, because you have my full support anytime, anywhere, right here on Jigs and Reels, as it was back in 1988, will always be.
Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate it very much. And all I tell every time I'm talking to someone in the radio, my last thing to say is this: is for best results, play it as often as possible. And
I certainly will. My friend, be safe. Enjoy the rest of the tour and have a ton of fun.
God bless. Thanks very much.
You too, buddy. Bye-bye. All right, that is Con O'Brien of the Irish Descendants. Excuse me. And we're going to continue on. Ryan Gates asked what favorite songs up on there, up on the Facebook behind the scenes. Thank you, Ryan, for posting that. So many great songs. Obviously, lots of songs, and it's hard to just pick one. Let's play a Christmas track, shall we? This is Hooray for Christmas off of their Christmas album, The Irish Descendants, on Jigs and Reels. Wow. I could talk to that guy for hours. That was freaking awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Thanks, Damon. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sandra. Yeah, that was, I love talking to the people. Next week, I've got Samantha from the Newfoundland Business Network. Again, a young lady who started out with some fantastic things that she's got going on to promote the businesses along the island of Newfoundland and Labrador. That was awesome, man. I always try to take the interviews like as if we're sitting across from each other having a beer. I'm sure you've picked that up. And just the laughs, just the jokes. I don't ever want to feel, when somebody comes on and I talk to them, I don't want to feel the pressure. I don't want them to feel that they have to entertain. They're done entertaining. Let's just have a chat. Let's just talk. And that's the way I feel with anybody I talk to. So I hope you enjoyed that. That was a shit ton of fun. And I have a feeling, Johnny, Paul, we're going to be seeing those guys when we go down. But for the meantime, I'm drinking Red Bull. Because I need to. There's the second one. Oh, some hot in here. Hello, Mr. Tucker. How in the hell are you, sir? It's so funny. You know, you got the bands. Darcy Broderick, you know his voice. Con, you know their voice. Kitchen Party, you know their voice. The Fables, you know their voice. And that, what we talked about, is just having so many people on there is wicked. Wicked. Or as those young kids in Newfoundland say, some deadly. Jigs and Rails 98.5 CKWR. Hooray for Christmas. The Irish Descendants off of their new Christmas album. Again, thank you so much, Con, for the chat. Candid material. If you get a chance to see them live, do so. And yes, Jigs and Reels will try really hard to get those guys to come to Ontario. Those that are in Ontario, what do you say? Would you go see the Irish Descendants? Paul, would you drive up from WVA to come up? Would you? I bet you would. So we got some more fantastic music coming up. Sit back, relax. It'll happen in 30 seconds.
Spirit of Christmas.
True spirit of Christmas.
Light up a child's holiday with an unwrapped gift. Please help put a smile on a child's face this Christmas with your kind donation. You'll be helping local families celebrate the holidays in the traditional way. A message from Earl O'Neill Electric.
Oh, shit. It's hot in here. When did you come up here again? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, geez, that happened really soon. Oh, you know what this means? Oh, you know what this means. Oh, yeah. That is right. It is time for New Music Monday, and you know what that means. That's right. I have. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 5, minimum of 5 new songs tonight. And let's start it off, shall we? These guys have come a long way. This is off of their new gospel album. You've heard of the band, Newfie Fever. They have as much music out as the Fables, as the Irish Descendants, as they've been around a long time, since what, the late 80s at least. Here's their new one, If God Came Tomorrow. What would you do? What would you do if God came tomorrow? Jigs and Rails, New Music Monday.
If the time came tomorrow, the Lord chose to call you away. And if you knew for certain today was your very last day, would you be ready, or would there be things you would choose?
These guys have got the same sound
Till tomorrow, the things that you should do today.
as they have all the years I've played this band.
What would the Lord find if He came and searched you today?
I wouldn't want them to.
Would He be proud of you when you bow your head down in shame?
These are some open-ended questions there, guys.
Tell me, my brother, what do you think He would say? If God came tomorrow, how are you living today?
Listen to that, eh? I love the old country style that these guys bring.
Would you call that loved one and tell them how sorry you've been? Would you beg their forgiveness, not worry about your pride deep within? Would you visit that neighbor, the one that you so harshly judged? If he came back tomorrow, would God find you living in love? What would the Lord find if he came and searched you today? Would he be proud of you? Would you bow your head down in shame? Tell me, my brother,
What do you guys think?
he would say?
Very traditional, very gospel. I don't play a lot of gospel on the show. Thank you, Rose Lisa, for following me. His hat's getting super freaking hot.
If God came tomorrow,
I like it.
how are you living today?
Jigs and Rails 98.5 CKWR. That is brand new music from Newfie Fever. And from their upcoming gospel album, which actually, it is just released December 1st. You can go to their website, just search Newfie Fever and their gospel album. And of course, you can follow my page and it'll be posted up there as well, Cyril Ingram and the boys. This next song, see, the other night you saw me post it on there because it came up on the Jigs and Reels Radio KW radio station. Jamie Stone has such a distinct voice. It's very soothing. So when I left the club there it was a Saturday night, just driving home, I was bouncing, working at the bar. And so, it's that chill, it's that wind down music. Randy Matthews came on. And then Jamie Stone, The Color of You came on. This is his brand new track, which will be released in 3 days, December the 7th. I get to play it and debut it right now. This guy, I tell you, you have to watch for him. Seriously. I've said it. I'll say it again. This guy should be heard on all radio stations across Canada. I do not know why he's not. Listen to the vocals. Listen to the sound. 33-year-old from Corner Brook. Early age of 8 to 10, tried picking up the guitar and finally picked it up in 2000, played full-time since 2002. Back then, they had a group called Some Kind of Remedy, where they performed at the Canada Games in Corner Brook for a packed arena. Joined a band back when he was 20, Audio Addiction, again around Corner Brook and area. If you want more information, Jamie Stone Music is what you want to follow. I have never listened to this song, as I never do with any of my new music. This is the first time I'm hearing this as well. The song is called Daisy Chain on Jigs and Reels 98.5. New Music Monday, CKWR. Loving it already, Jamie. I know you're watching. Loving it already. Listen to this kid's voice. Listen to this guy's voice. Listen. Freaking love this guy. Maroon 5-ish. The sound has got a Maroon 5-ish sound to it. I tried to figure that out the other day on Saturday night when I was listening to The Color of You, Jamie, and I finally got it. Doesn't this sound like it's just the instrumentation, man? Damn right, Jeremy, this is good. Follow him. I've got his songs already up on my Spotify. However, speaking of that, I got a bone to pick with Spotify. So I listen to Spotify a shit ton because that's what I listen to at the gym and I upload my music and everything like that. So I get my Spotify picks and there was no way in hell I was going to post them. Why? Because my number one listened to artist was Taylor Swift. I don't have a Taylor Swift freaking song in my playlists anywhere. Second was Miley Cyrus. I'm like, what the hell? Nothing. I don't have any of that. And then the other three artists were some other fluff stuff. But I was like, what the hell? Jamie Stone is in my playlist. Fairgill is in my playlist. Darcy Scott's in my playlist. The Fables are in my playlist. But none of those guys popped up. I know, Paul. Right to you, buddy. Right to you. See? No, hey. I agree. I absolutely love this guy. Love this guy, hands down. You actually a wall. Like, listen to this sound. And this is what sucks, is because Jamie Stone's got 2 songs out. He's getting more coming, but it's like, it's like, feed me more, man. Feed me more. I want more. And this is him playing guitar, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, I said that again. Jigs and Reels, 98.5 CKWR. That is Jamie Stone. Follow him. Spotify. Jamie Stone, S-T-O-N-E, from Corner Brook. And he does play a lot up in that area. Go see him live. Sold out shows is what he's gone to so far. Can't say enough about that guy. Cannot wait for more music. I know he's in the midst of writing. He's got a ton of songs written. Just now starting to get back into the studio, getting really, really busy. So really excited to see where this goes for Mr. Jamie Stone. The guitar work, the instrumentation, Dave Fitz chimed in, saying if the Bare Naked Ladies recorded that song, the rest would be history. Tony Stone. Tony Stone, Jamie Stone. It sounds like that could be, talking about behind the scenes on the Facebook page here. Tony Stone and Jamie Stone, huh? I wonder if they're related. I wonder if they're, whatever. He's pretty great, Tony says. Well, of course he is. Of course he is. That song, by the way, is uploaded on the Jigs and Reels Radio KW radio station, the only station that plays Newfoundland music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It was funny because on Sunday afternoon, I get a message saying, you know what? I really love your station. You played a song this morning. Nope. Wrong, Jigs and Reels. However, then I sent her the message back. If you enjoy Newfoundland music after that show, even after Saturday's shows, even after other shows that you guys might listen to, by all means, tune in and go to Jigs and Reels Radio KW and you continue on listening to Newfoundland music. Making your Jigs dinner on Sundays. You know what? Tune it in. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on live365.com. Oh, she's your wife. Okay. All right. We'll let that go. A little biased, but that's okay. So here we go with another artist who, again, has come out of nowhere to release his next song. It is called Don't It Feel Blue. Now, we joked about this. Die Hard, in my opinion, and I know I'm going to get backlash on this, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I'm sorry. Sure, it mentions Christmas. Sure, it has Santa. Sure, it has all the other stuff fluff around it. But it is not a Christmas movie. Sure, it's a happy-go-lucky and a happy ending. Okay, but it is not a Christmas movie, in my opinion. If that was a Christmas movie, John Wick, was it 2? Would be a Christmas movie. But nonetheless, Jason and I were joking about this. He really never meant it to be a Christmas song, but it does mention Christmas, a couple of other stuff. And I said, dude, if Die Hard can be a Christmas movie from what everyone says, this song can be a Christmas song. So here we go. This is Jason Gill. He's in Torbay, Newfoundland. He has his music degree at St. FX University, performed on the breakfast television in Halifax in the 90s. By the early 2000s, his music took a back seat, as most have done. His family and career became primary focus. And then he released his first full-length album titled Objects in Motion in 2020, consists of 9 original rock pop songs. And in 2022, followed it up with Dust, another song on an album, which I better get. But we did hear just before Remembrance Day When We Were Only Boys. His album is expected to drop in 2024. Here's another follow-up song, Don't It Feel Blue, and I'm talking about Jason Gill on Jigs and Reels. Brand new music on 98.5 CKWR.
For everything there's a season.
Whoa.
And for us it was that summer when we fell into each other. I guess we changed for different reasons. And by falling off that ended, there was no way we could mend it. Then came the weather, we couldn't make it to December. I guess winter was too cold for me and you. Like snow out on the ground, through the window a pretty view. But inside there ain't a sound, just a cold wind blowing through. Now the fire might be lit up.
Oh, shit. Sorry, my bad. We'll play that one twice. Oops. Why'd that one do that? Oh. I know what. We get to start it over. How's that sound? Haha. There we go. Yeah. The song's so nice, I gotta play it twice. See, now these guys, see exactly. Jamie, I know you're still on here. Oh, I'm a poet and I don't know it, Paul. Hey, Barry Payne from the Schwa. Barry Payne watching from the Schwa. Make sure you follow my page, brother. Hope you like it. Again, if you want the music side of it, is www.ckwr.com. Then you'll get to the music side of it. Right now, this is the behind the scenes. Yeah, so again, I'm going to beat this till it actually comes true. Jamie, hey Glenn Pye. Jamie and Jason Gill. This is Jason Gill. Salt Beef Junkies. What? I want that. As soon as it's done, I'm going to interview you guys on the air, Salt Beef Junkies. And we got to talk, your dad and I got to talk about the beard game. I know his is a little longer. But going back, these are the 2 songs between Jamie Stone and Jason Gill that is commercial ready. Commercial radio ready. And I don't get why. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And I Dave, you've been around a long time. You could probably understand this and educate more on it. But why aren't artists like this getting seen? Is it because the lack of push, the lack of money, the lack of support, the lack of record? I I don't get it. What does one need to do to get these guys heard? I agree, Jeremy. I can hear this. I can hear Jamie's music on a commercial radio station. Like, enough with the Taylor Swift, enough with the Ed Sheerans, enough with the Weeknd. This is Canadian content at its finest that could certainly compete with the best of them. I hear radio stations still playing Gino Vanelli. Gino Vanelli. What has he done recently? Replace that with this or Jamie Stone. Get more listeners. Get the younger crowd in. I've never been able to understand that, and I never will. Never. I don't get it. Don't get it. I guess. But then that's where the money comes in, right, Dave? Like, that's, I guess, where the money comes in, right? They got to spend the money to make the money, I guess. I don't know. It's not like the old days where they could send it to the college radio stations. When I was in college, we used to play stuff like this when people sent stuff in. And that's how they got their exposure. I really love this song. Dave, maybe you and I should become managers. Like, as if we don't have anything else to do. Jigs and Rails 98.5 CKWR. What did you think of that? Jason Gill. Don't It Feel Blue. Beautiful, beautiful song. 7:22 here. Time for a couple more. Let's play this new one. It is a little heavier. You can add this to your gym mix. We're talking about Nikki Decker. Song's called Shakedown. Yeah, it's a little heavy. Rowan Sherlock, if you're listening, Evan O'Coin, this is what we need at the gym. This is Johnny Wetlaufer's tune. Some heavy guitar. Let's rock it out. Jigs and Rails 98.5, New Music Monday. Wow! So we go from Newfield. Jason Gill, loved it, buddy. Loved it, buddy. Bow, 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 bow. Johnny, what do you think of this track? Wetlaufer, I know you would. Todd, Jeremy, now this one, I knew you'd like this one too. Yeah, man, it goes back. Bob, I know the artist never makes the money, but everyone else does. That it does. Who was the one? Was it Chris? Chris Andrews posted that article. You can't help Bob to this. And that, Jason, right there is why I started Jigs and Reels Radio KW. Right there. And it's gaining listenership as we go. Your song is up there, and every time I see it, I will tag you in it. But that's why I want to get you guys more play that I can. And, you know, the article at Spotify, the billions and billions of dollars that those guys get off the subscriptions and so on, and an artist makes next to nothing. And, you know, the old adage when Napster came out. Remember when Napster and all those guys came out and they talked about stealing music and such like that, blah, blah, blah. Artists made their money off of their tours. It's fantastic that, you know, you guys get that sort of vibe. But when you don't do concerts and you don't sell your shit like a Motley Crue or big name bands, you don't make money. So how do you do it? That's why we all got day jobs. How can you not bop to this? Sandra Langer, Jason is a huge, huge supporter of Newfoundland music as much as I am. Trust me. When she hears something like I do, dude, she's right there with it. Some heavy licks, man. Damn. Bow, 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 bow. And open your CD case and just start playing. Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. Boy, I tell you, if you weren't baking bread and you needed to knead that bread, you need to listen to that song because that'll make that kneading go so much better. Nikki Decker, song called Shakedown Song. Oh, yeah. Jeremy liked that one. Johnny Wetlaufer liked that one. There's a great guitar lick in that. Molly Crew style. It is New Music Monday here in Jigs and Reels. I got time for one more. We're going to do this one from Mr. Fitz himself. Sent it to me this earlier. Memories for all time on Jigs and Reels. 98.5 New Music Monday on CKWR.
Looking at the Christmas lights, Dad would have the bell strapped on the horse, clean and shiny and bright, all covered up with the whole big quilt and a hot drink in our hands.
You've had this one a while though, haven't you, Dave? This is an old track, eh? Sounds great, Bob. Can't wait, buddy. You go from Nikki Decker into this, eh? Still has a great guitar lick. What are you talking about, Jeremy? Thanks, Leo. It's a lot of fun, man. Hello, East Coast Mama. Thank you for tuning in on TikTok. If you want, you can follow me on Facebook, eh? Jigs and Reels Radio KW on Facebook. Good night, Johnny. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Get yourself that hot toddy. Just get ready for March break. I mean, for Patty's. Better not be sick for Patty's weather. Thanks, Laura Lynn. Elvis was the king, Dave. Elvis was the king, brother. Oh, man, this was a fun show. God, I love this. I'm in the midst of working on getting my online station to start doing some radio like this on that. Imagine when that happens. Holy shit, look out. Woo! Jigs and Reels 98.5 CKWR. Oh, take it out, Dave. Yeah. That's my boy. That's my brother. That's my brother from another mother, David Fitz, and a song called Memories for All Time. All right. Well, that sucks. It's time for me to go. I know. Really, I know. Okay. But we do this again next week. 6 o'clock next Monday night. More Christmas music, more new music, more fun. Because who else puts the fun in dysfunctional except me? Oh, yeah. So until next Monday night, when you hear the fables and heave away, you know you're listening to Jigs and Reels, the best in Newfoundland music this side of the St. Lawrence. So until next Monday night at 6 o'clock Eastern, may God bless you. May God bless the tropical island of Canada known as Newfoundland. You guys have yourself a great week. Are you ready? Good night! Woo!
98.5 CKWR. Real radio.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all very much for a wicked show. That was awesome. I got to put this back on because I can't see shit. All right, TikTok, I got to say goodnight to you. Good night. Bye-bye. And for you guys on Facebook, we'll do this. Watch for my post. Again, thank you so much for tuning in as you always do. God bless you guys, and we'll talk to you again next Monday night. Good night.